What is up, YouTube? We are back. Unbelievable. What a card in the UFC. Incredible. Oh, wait. Ah, dang it. Actually, no, I can't restart. Alright, gotta continue. Because I'm raw like that. Alright. Um, yeah, I'm an idiot. It's tough. I lost $75 doing stupid stuff, and it's just sometimes just your stupidity will take over, and you will bet stupid things. So hopefully, I learn from my mistake. Um, we are doing a 2-in-1 video right here. So we are doing Des Moines review, and then we are doing UFC 315 preview. Yeah, two views. So let's go. Let's get right into it. Talk about the bad picks of last week in Des Moines. It's tough. 6 of 12 correct, one perfect. We'll break it down each. Also, was not really paying attention this card. I don't know. I think I'm a casual, but it was on. It just wasn't fully locked in, so might be demoted to casual status. But either way, Juliana Miller defeated Ivana Petrovic decision. I had Petrovic by decision. Shame on me. Juliana Miller annoys me as well, but not a fan of Ivana Petrovic. I made the mistake. I bet her. It is what it is. I'll get over it. Then, Thomas Peterson defeated Dontel Mays in a decision. I had Peterson, however, I did have him second round KO. It just kind of looked like he just kept dragging Dontel Mays down. Like, dude, how are you training with John Jones and you're still not like this? It's beyond me. Heavyweights are horrible, both of them. Congrats to Peterson. On to the next one. One of the rare, if not only, win in this card I had was Kwang Lee as the underdog beating Gaston Bolaños. I had Lee by decision. He did it by submission. Round two. Um, Trying to remember what happened. I think it seemed like it was a 50-50 fight. I think at the end of the first or something, Lee got the takedown, then he did it again in the second, and then just opened up. I don't know. Sorry, casual. On to the next fight. Big loss. Um, and boy, am I sick. We have Jillian Robertson defeating Marina Rodriguez by second round knockout. I had Rodriguez decision. It was Jillian Robertson. Now, I'm not going to go off on a tangent because Marina Rodriguez didn't get a tribute video. Stipe didn't get a tribute video, but Anthony Smith does. But it's whatever. I'm not going to go on a tangent. I'm going to hold back on that. But, yeah, I mean, I 2 years ago, you tell me this happens. I laughed in your face, and now I'm stuck with the reality. And it's good for Jillian Robertson, someone new in strawweight, but, Marina Rodriguez, I felt like used to be so much better. She's horrible. I guess she actually was kind of old. She was like 36, so that's probably why. But tough loss. On to the next fight. Azamat Bakoyev defeated Ryan Loder first round KO, just making the tough guys look horrible yet again. Everyone was like, "Oh, watch out for Robert Valentine," and then Loder beats him in the tough finale, whatever. And then like people might have been hopping on Loder train. Oh man, he's good at wrestling, whatever. Yeah, no, Bakoyev shut it down. This dude is legit. He already was on the watch list. He's staying on there for obvious reasons. I had my decision. I thought Loder would like kind of put up a fight. No, dude, just winging hooks in, dude. Loder just kept just eating it, chin wide open in the air. It was crazy. Like, what are they doing for Tough? Like, they gotta have more of an incentive for Tough. They gotta get better competition, dude. These guys are horrible on Tough nowadays. And this is not taking anything away from Bakoyev. Bakoyev is legit, dude. This dude, I'm fine with them fast tracking this dude. I think he was a champion somewhere before this. So shout out to Bakoyev, great win. On to the next fight. What is this? This made me 0-3 on women's fight. Yep, it was Yana Santos defeating Misha Tate. I had Tate by decision. I thought Yana couldn't stop the takedown. She couldn't stop him against Holly Holm. Incorrect. Misha Tate couldn't do it. What a mess. Did she retire? I don't think she did. She should have. Same with Yana Santos. Get him out of bantamweight of women's. Like, get some new people in there. I don't want to see them anymore. But whatever, good win, Yana Santos. On to the next fight. Mason Jones defeating Jeremy Stevens by decision. The only fight I predicted perfectly, and that because I had Jones' decision. What a war. It was kind of crazy. Jones was winning like a majority of the fight, but like there were times where Stevens was cracking him with that uppercut, and I think sometimes straight, and I was like, and maybe some elbows, I don't know. And it was kind of crazy. That was a good fight. Probably one fight of the night. I don't even know, but yeah, solid fight. Shout out to Mason Jones and Jeremy Stevens. I don't think he retired. That would have been the perfect opportunity to retire, but it is what it is. On to the next fight. We have a tough one. Surrey City defeating Cameron Smotherman by decision. I was big on the Smotherman train. He's going to be off the watch list. I had Smotherman second round KO. Not only did he not get the finish, he also didn't even win by decision. Tough scenes. I think the range was bothering him the whole time and just couldn't do much, man. It is what it is. It kind of seemed like he was lacking some urgency. He might have been gassed, but tough scene for him. Hopefully he recovers. On to another fight. Really good fight. Montel Jackson defeating Daniel Marcos by decision. I'm so surprised Marcos hung in there on some of those shots, dude. Montel Jackson just lining up the 1-2 every single time and it's just getting through the guard. It was insane. This guy is so fun to watch, man. Such a big Montel Jackson fan now. Um, I kind of was before, but like this performance, this was good, man. That's a good decision win over a guy that was undefeated. Shouldn't have been, but was undefeated. And I had him by the second round KO. Did it by decision. He had some chances to do second round KO. It's just Marcos had a pretty solid shin in there, just eating some damage. On to the next fight, though, we have Daniel Rodriguez defeating Santiago Ponzinibbio by KO in the third round. Um, yeah, this was a pretty decent win. I was honestly thinking I was crazy for predicting KO in the first round. Um, I'm still for whatever reason, I was confident in D-Rod to get this one. And he did by the third round KO. I had him in the first. Um, why can't I really remember this fight? Like I mean, it was just kind of crazy. Like D-Rod just started landing, just winging hooks. Or no, what happened was D-Rod won the first round because I don't think he knocked him down, but he wobbled him pretty bad, even though Ponzinibbio was winning the whole round up until that point. I think Ponzi won the second round. And then, yeah, D-Rod in the third round was just like, all of a sudden just started winging hooks and they were getting through and just got him out of there. So, shout out to D-Rod. That was a great win. Ponzinibbio should probably retire. Tough. It is what it is, so. Now it is time to get very, very mad. Reiner de Ritter defeating Bo Nickel, second round KO. I'm gonna start off with the good of this. I might be on the RDR train. However, we gotta talk about the bad. This is the type of stuff that makes me feel like I'm an idiot. You know, work hard. I'm an independent, I provide for myself and everything, but well, you kind of think you have it all together, and then you make stupid decisions like this, and you bet bone nickel by decision. And what does he do? He goes out there, he tries to clinch with him, not even tries to take him down, and then unbelievable. I don't even want to talk about it. It's like it's insane. And then he just gives up. He just gets hit like 15 times in a row against the fence, backs off, I think throws like a 1-2. I think it missed. It might graze RDR. Either way, nothing crazy. And RDR just comes in with the knee. And then I gotta see the replay. I wasn't really looking, but it looked like he hit him flush initially, but then I kind of watched the playback slightly, and it didn't look like it hit flush onto to the body, but old Nickel gave up. It was tough. It is my fault that I somehow convinced myself, even after the Paul Craig performance, to bet Bo Nickel against a guy that weighs 212 on fight day. Not that that's what won him the fight necessarily, but RDR, bro. This is the guy. And it's not because he beat Bo Nickel, but like after these last two performances, it kind of makes me forget about the GM3 performance. And he still won. He still won by finish. So this guy's legit. I think I have a new dream matchup. And this is eventually, obviously, there's still a long road. I want to see DDP versus RDR, the Dutchmen together. Like, you have to make that fight with the awkward styles, too. Oh my goodness. I don't know how that fight would end. But that's obviously assuming that, you know, RDR and, like, he just ends up, like, being decent past us. So, who knows? On to the last fight, though. Gosh, another fight that made me mad. This is where I actually lost all my money. Um, we have Corey Sandhagen defeating Davison Figueiredo by KO in the second round. I had Figueiredo by decision. I mean, what did Vegas know, actually? Like, what did they know for that line to be so high, which everyone thought was ridiculous, even the people that thought Sandhagen was going to win? Um, this is insane. This is actually insane. Figueiredo goes out there rolling for heel hooks, chin like open on the ground, and Corey's just hitting him like even from behind, like trying to fend off the heel hooks and leg locks. Like Figueiredo was looking like a Gracie out there. Like, what were you doing? I was so disappointed. I just like, oh, dude, Figueiredo, bro. Like, that was so bad. I was not a fan of that fight. Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, good for Corey. I mean, yeah, I don't even want to talk about Figueiredo anymore. But for Corey, it's calling for a title shot. I saw people in the little tweets on the screen saying he gets title shot. What about Petrion, dude? Like, what is this? But I mean, if Petrion has to jump through another hoop, you might as well do Jan and Sandhagen too. Um, you kind of have to do it soon because O'Malley and Marab are going to fight soon again. But yeah, I would like to see like a Jan and Sandhagen 2 matchup. Um, I want to say like July, but that's like Corey's not going to turn around that fast. We'll see what happens, but good one for Corey. Oddly enough, I do think he has a good chance to beat O'Malley, and he has a puncher's chance of being Marab. I mean, I doubt it, but I don't know. You never know, but or I wouldn't say a good chance against O'Malley. I say 50-50, maybe a lean towards O'Malley, but we'll see what happens. All right, now we're on to the preview of 315. This ought to be a trash card. I'm still buying it. I'm a sucker to the sport. It's whatever. We got to recover after last week, so let's get right into it. Daniel Santos versus Jiang Yeong Lee. Going Santos by decision. Santos is kind of all right. Jiang Yong Lee, I think, is alright too, but I'm going to go Santos by decision. On to the next fight, we got Modestas Bukakas versus Ion Cutelaba. Tough one, because you can't trust either of these guys, especially Ion, but I'm going to take Ion. After seeing what he did to Ibo Aslan, and I know I shouldn't be going off of just his most recent performance. After seeing that, though, I think I'm going to trust him to beat Modestas Bukauskas. Second round KO. I think he wobbles Bukauskas towards the end of the first round, and then second round he gets it done. Bukauskas might have a moment or two in there, though. You never know. On to the next fight, though, we have Navajo Sterling versus Ivan Urslan. Probably gonna end up regretting this too, because Navajo Sterling was kind of trash, if we're being honest. I don't think that guy's that good, but he's just another hyped up. Isn't he from City Kickboxing too or something? I think he's something like that. I don't know. Either way, I am still gonna pick Sterling by second round KO. I haven't seen anything from Ivan Urslan. I don't even know why he's really in the promotion. I think he came out from Cage Warriors, something like that. I don't know. Sterling, second round KO, just kind of picks him apart in first round, and then second round gets it done. So back-to-back second round KOs, I'm rocking with there. On to the next fight, kind of a tough one to predict. Jessica Andrade versus Jasmine Drusidovicius. And I am going to go Drusidovicius decision. Very skeptical about it, and it's not because it's a women's fight. It's just like I was gonna use like Andrade's like age like against her, like even more. Um, but Jasudavicius is 36 and Andrade is only 33. I thought Andrade was way older, but yeah, I mean. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. I'm probably gonna end up regretting that. Like, Canada's probably gonna dub this card again, something crazy, you know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna rock with there. On to the next fight. Tough one to predict, and I'll tell you why I'm predicting what I'm doing. Mike Malott, Charles Radke. Might be a pretty fun fight, actually. Might be. Both these guys have had fun fights. Um, you know, it'll be interesting. I don't really see it going to, or I don't see it getting finished, actually, as fun as the fight might be. Um, I'm going. I'm gonna regret this too. Like, watch Radke just put him away, but I'm going Milan decision. I think Radke is gonna get robbed here. I'm feeling a Canadian robbery. I'm feeling it, and it's gonna be with this one, the one that they tried to prop up and failed to Neil Magny in the third. So I'm going Malott decision. On to the next fight, another tough one to predict because both these guys are kind of trash. Marc-Andre Barriault versus Bruno Silva. Bruno Silva has never been the same after the Alsfred decision loss. It's crazy. It's probably something that should be studied. But Barriault got destroyed by Joe Pyfer. I don't know if he had a fight like after that. Did he? I don't think he did. Oh no, we got KO'd by Dustin Solstitz. Eee. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna change back. I did say Barriault round one KO. Like, I have absolutely no confidence in this. I'm just winging one out there, just like something crazy, you know. Just like it kind of just giving me like Reyes and Krylov feel, where it's like they're both just gonna swing and just like someone's gonna get lucky, kind of. But shout out to Reyes, so that was a great win. But that's what the vibe I'm kind of getting. So we're gonna rock with that. On to the next fight, we got Brad Katona versus Bekzat Almakatan. So, I gotta rock with Bekzat. Dude almost beat Umar. He's legit. Also, can't stand Brad Katona. They need to get rid of him, so have him just lose another decision to Bekzat Almakatan. I want to say Bekzat gets the finish. I would love that so much, but can't really bet with your heart. You gotta use your brain, you know what I mean? So we'll see what happens there. On to the next fight, though. We got Jose Aldo versus Ayman Zahabi. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of using my heart here more than my brain, but I think it could happen. I'm rocking with Jose Aldo, third round KO. I think this is gonna look like the Martinez fight for Aldo, where he just kind of schools him. But I think Ayman Zahabi is gonna quit in the third round, and Jose is gonna get it done. And I am. Oh, diamond, diamond, diamond! Give me some. Oh, that's ugly. Oh, that's so sad. Dang. Oh, that's so sad. Either way, yeah, I think I'm a big fan of Zahabi, but I think he might kind of quit. It's just Jose Aldo, man. It's still Jose Aldo here. How old is Aldo now? Aldo is 38. Oh my goodness, yikes! I know he's old, but jeez, not that old. On to the next fight, we got Alexa Grasso versus Natalia Silva. Tough scene. Two of arguably my favorite female flyweights. Such a tough scene. I really wish this fight didn't have to happen, but I'm rocking with Silva by decision. Um, I could see a KO too, maybe, probably not. I think Grasso's gonna kind of grapple most of the fight, but I think Silva's gonna find it. So yeah, it'll be interesting. I hope it's not a world where Grasso wins and then it's just like the division stalls. Or it wouldn't really stall because you could just go another route with Macy Barber and Blanche Magomedov, but see what happens. But yeah, if I had to pick, I'm cheering for Natalia Silva. Tough though. Love both these girls, man. It's such a tough scene, but sometimes these things have to happen. So hopefully it's a clinch fest that favors Natalia Silva for the fans. You know what I mean? On to the next fight, though. We got Shevchenko versus Manon Fiorot. Tough one, dude. When Fiorot first came onto the scene, I thought she was going to be the one to do it. It turned out it was arguably Tyler Santos, then definitely Grasso. But then Shevchenko got hers back. Fiorot, I think she's good. But I think Shevchenko's just going to edge her out. 48 47s with a sketchy 49 46. Shevchenko decision. Not going to say more. On to the next one. This one hurts. Or maybe it might be the greatest thing that ever happens. Bilal Muhammad versus Jack Della Maddalena. JDM. Title shot. Like I said, you have to bet with your brain, not your heart. And I'm going to do something so crazy here. Bilal Muhammad, fifth round submission. However, while I am on vacation, I will absolutely feel the need to throw some sort of money on JDM money line just because that's what I would love to happen. With the heart. There will be a heart bet in here. However, the official prediction, Bilal Muhammad might get his name remembered after this. Probably not, actually. Fifth round submission. JDM is gonna just kind of play into his game, unfortunately. Um, Bilal's gonna do a great job over the first 4 rounds, putting him in danger, but nothing too dangerous where the fight's almost finished. And then I think essentially JDM's just gonna kind of gas out into like the later fourth and then into the fifth. I think Bilal Muhammad is gonna get the takedown and is gonna submit JDM, which is crazy. I hope that does not happen. I just we gotta get risky with it though. Honestly, I think if you're betting Bilal, which honestly most people might do because they might think it's free money, they're gonna be betting decision. We're gonna change it up. And I don't think Muhammad is that good, nor is JDM that bad, where it's gonna happen earlier in the fight. But I think we're gonna see the cardio gas out, and Bilal Muhammad's gonna get the fifth round sub. However, JDM, please prove me wrong. Put him out. Set up Shavkat. Set up Brady after. Or whatever. Honestly, we're not going to get into the welterweight politics right now. But either way, let's rock with that. Other than that, YouTube, I'm done. I'm going to bed. Good night.